Hey, everybody, this episode of Our Kids Play Hockey is brought to you by our title sponsor, NHL Sense Arena. Look, we all want our kids to succeed in hockey, but let's face it, finding training that's both effective and enjoyable can be a real challenge, and not to mention expensive and a total drain on time, especially if you have to drive to the rink, pay a private instructor. There's so many reasons that money gets spent on this game. But that's where NHL Sense Arena steps in. It's a virtual reality training game that brings the rink into your home that takes off-ice training to a new reality. It's designed to improve hockey sense and IQ, something that's lacking majorly in the game today for both players and goalies. And you get unlimited access to over 100 drills and training plans from top coaches and players that can be played anytime, anywhere, with drills approved by USA Hockey player and goalie development directors. Look, improving mental hockey skills at home has really never been more fun, and any hockey player that uses this is going to have a blast. All right. I've used this before on my own, and it feels like you're so immersed in an arena, you sometimes forget you have a headset on. And again, it's not being on the ice, but it allows you to work on some of these skill sets like scanning, as I said before, hockey IQ, looking around the rink, making the right plays, that getting those repetitions in now as a hockey player are super important for your development. So NHL Sense Arena is giving all the listeners an exclusive offer for $50 off an annual plan when you use our code Hockey Never Stops at checkout. Again, that's Hockey Never Stops. All you got to do is go to hockey.sensearena.com. Again, that's hockey.sensearena.com. Use the code Hockey Never Stops, and you'll save $50 on your annual plan of NHL Sense Arena. Make sure to check that out and enjoy this episode of Our Kids Play Hockey. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world, and welcome to another edition of The Ride to the Rink. This is Lee Elias, your guide for today's episode as we navigate the ice of the ice hockey world as you try and become the best ice hockey player that you can possibly be. Got a question for you. Got a conundrum for you. Did you know that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than those that don't? So that means the athlete that sits down whenever you're listening to this, it could be at any point of the year, and writes out the 5 or 10 things that they want to accomplish this season, this year, are more likely to accomplish those things than if you don't. And this also goes well beyond hockey. I encourage all of you to take a few minutes and sit down and write down 10 goals for your life that can happen over the next 1 to 5 years. I used to do this when I was a youth hockey player, and I'll tell you what, I put some lofty things on my list. Even as I wrote them down, sometimes I'd say, you know what, I'm probably never going to do that, but I'm going to write it down anyway. And I'm really proud to sit here today to tell you that everything I've ever written down, I'm not kidding, all of them I have accomplished in some form or some way. And I'm so thankful that I took the chance every year or every few years to write down the things that I wanted to accomplish. And, you know, when I think about why this works is when you can give yourself a destination or a goal or say, this is where I want to be, the steps to accomplishing that goal tend to formulate themselves right in front of you. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? Now, some of you might be sitting there saying, yeah, I kind of know where I want to go, but kind of knowing is not enough. The people that know and decide this is the goal that I want to accomplish will inevitably take the steps to accomplish that goal. I will also tell you that there's been times I put lists on the goal list that maybe I didn't get in that year, but I did get later on, or they materialized, or they changed. It's also important to remember your goals can change over time. The goals you have this year might not be the goals you set next year, and that's okay. At the end of the day, it's important for you to set goals regardless of that. You will change as a person, but the ability to set goals and pursue those goals will help you practice and, of course, achieve ways to be successful, which will benefit you not just on the ice, but in your life, in your relationships. If you decide to do work or hockey after school, it all plays in because the work you do today helps you become a better person tomorrow. So obviously, stay present, understand where you want to be, take the steps in the now to help you accomplish the goals in the future, but make sure that you sit down right now or today or this evening and write out that goals list and keep it on you on your phone. You can put it on a piece of paper, put it in your wallet, put it in your pocket, you put it in your hockey bag. I don't care, but make that contract with yourself to put those goals down on paper or to put those goals down on a phone and make sure that you know where you're going for this next year. So again, goal setting, insanely important if you want to succeed. I'm going to say it again, 42% chance more likely to achieve those goals if you write them down. Those are odds you should take every single time. There it is. Goal setting. I want you to jump on that today. This has been Lee with another Ride to the Rink episode on the Our Kids Play Hockey Network. Remember, all the Ride to the Rink episodes available at ourkidsplayhockey.com. If you have a topic that you would like us to talk about to you on the Ride to the Rink, email us at team@ourkidsplayhockey.com. You can send us an email. You can send us an audio message, and we will respond to you or share that message with this audience, because at the end of the day, this show is all about you and becoming the best version of yourself that you can become. Again, this is Lee with the Ride to the Rink. We'll see you on the next episode. Skate on.